The Push, Assembly Coordinators and Current Listings. April 29, 2019 by Anna von Reitz. Numerous people have been calling, writing, and emailing asking me how to contact the assembly coordinators in their states. Also, some people have asked how they can confirm that the person claiming to be assembly coordinator really is, officially, a state assembly coordinator. Early on we realized that there is a lot of confusion going on out there with a lot of different so-called patriot groups getting started, mostly without a clue as to the actual history or the issues of jurisdiction and citizenship that this whole mess involves. So we had a few coordinators from the very start who did reliably grasp the concepts and the reasons for the paperwork and the recording processes, and they have been acting as a support group to make sure that other volunteer coordinators are on board and up to speed. They have also weeded out would-be coordinators who acted only as placeholders with no actual action to form an assembly organization, to ensure that progress would not be impeded by people lacking the will, skill or determination to get the job done. There may be multiple state assembly coordinators in any one state, as indeed county assembly coordinators are also typically involved in putting together the state assembly. This is because the state assembly in our American system receives its empowerment from the county assemblies. This multiplicity of state assembly coordinators is only to be expected and be expected to grow as the organizations expand and more county assemblies form and more people in more areas step to the plate. Bear in mind that there is really only one state assembly, but that state assembly comes from all over the geographically defined state, thus there is only one California assembly, but there may be a state assembly coordinator for Southern California, one for Mid-State California, one for the Sacramento Valley, one for San Francisco Bay, one for Northern California, and all expected to work together as coordinators for the California Assembly. Tall orders, but we can do it if we put our minds to it. As each state has a coordinator step forward and pass muster by completing their paperwork and demonstrating that they understand the reasons we do these things, etc., the sovereign state becomes repopulated. Their names then appear on the coordinator listings on www.theamericanstatesassembly.net and on the paperupnow.com website. Their link is here. https://paperupnow.weebly.com/assembly-coordinators.html. Also, please join us every Monday when the American States Assembly hosts me for a 1-hour question and answer session via Zoom teleconference. Just go online and download the Zoom program onto your computer and use this contact address, https://zoom.us/j/597600142. The number of the teleconference you wish to join is 597,600,142. Everyone is invited to submit questions at info@theamericanstatesassembly.net, the website for the American States Assembly, for inclusion during the teleconference. There are also continuing questions about state nationals versus state citizens. Basically, state nationals are always welcome to join our calls and ask questions, but a state national carries no obligation to serve their state in any public capacity. That is, they don't serve the government serves them. That may sound real good to most of you, I am sure, but I have to point out that at least some of us must bear the extra burden, as I do, to serve the sovereign state government on an active, day-to-day basis. Without those of us who volunteer to take on this responsibility, the rights and the prerogatives of the people of the state disappear, and we all no longer have access to the constitutions we are owed and other protections that the sovereign state provides. American state citizens thus serve the sovereign state government in some capacity, as jurors, as electors, and in many other possible capacities and positions, both paid and unpaid. We carry the water so that the rest of the people of Wisconsin, people of Colorado, people of Virginia, et al. Have a voice and a choice and a home to come home to. This is a daunting challenge, especially when you consider that 2 foreign governments under contract to provide our states with essential government services are already bleeding us dry, but as more and more Americans wake up and get highly motivated, resources and commitments will get realigned and the push to get off the ground will ease. It is to be hoped that as we develop more at-a-glance visual aids and as more and more people grasp what has actually gone on in this country, millions of Americans will step forward to fill the gaps and do what has to be done. You can assist this process by sharing the information with friends and family, with club members and workmates, with your religious leaders, with your business associates, with your public servants, too. At first you will be looked at, as I described and experienced it myself, like a talking horse. Nobody will grasp what you are saying the first time around, but as you explain it repeatedly, your skill at explaining it will grow, and hopefully we will soon have new PDF visual aids you can download and print off at home to distribute and to use as aids as you explain things yourself. More and more people are waking up and smelling the Java every day, and as the news gets out and more people start grasping the history and the law and the facts, well, then, they know what has to be done. Instead of staring at you like you are some kind of a freak or nutcase, they will start listening intently, and then, they will pitch in and help. Your public servants will stop making fun of you and start showing some respect and cooperation. In time, you will find them pitching in and helping you, too, because they realize that what you are doing helps them, too. When everyone knows their part and does their job, America will be great again. By taking up this work, you are in fact leading the way forward, upward, and onward. You are fulfilling the vital role you were born to do on your very first birthday.